Welcome to Far Cry, everybody. Today we are going to be attempting to do the fastest story play ever on Gorilla Mode. So Gorilla Mode is basically like the hard mode. I've already played this game. I've got about 100 hours actually in this game. So this is a second playthrough for me, and I'm really just looking forward to kind of making fun of the game and just enjoying it as it is. Just to give you a little rundown if you don't know what the game is really about. This is the guy from Breaking Bad. It's basically Gus on steroids. He took over a whole country now, so he's a dictator. And then you play as this character that we took a little bit of time figuring out which gender we were going to be. Ended up going with the girl because last time I played as a dude. So I figured I'd mix it up a little bit. But then we're on this rooftop, you know, we're having a party with our friends, whatever. And then out of nowhere, oh my god, everything blacks out. I'm telling you, the intro to this game, if anything, is not the best, because then they just shoot they shoot your friend out of nowhere, and he's just dead, and you just go with your friend and you're just like, oh, we're gonna get out of here. You don't even think about like just like taking the friend's body. I don't know. It just seems like a little wild order of events. As you can tell, the speedrun went great because I died immediately. And if you can't tell, we're not actually doing a speedrun, but I am gonna be playing through the game in its entirety, and we're going to be just talking about it like this and just kind of commentating over my run. So you know, if you're enjoying the video so far, consider dropping a little sub, because we're going to be making some more of this shit. So anyways, back to the video. It starts off with this little mission. You know, you're escaping, your friend just got shot, and we go down this little back alley, whatever. It really wasn't too challenging, you know, for being in hard mode. I kind of expected a little bit more out of the game. But you know, we made it pretty far this time, and then I ended up getting detected here, and it sends us all the way back to the front of the fucking map. Like, it sent us to the whole start of the mission, which I was a little bit pissed off about, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, back to business. We did the same thing. It's the same route, but I really do like this game. I'm a big fan of the Far Cry series. I started off playing like Far Cry 2. My favorite of the whole thing was Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is a legendary game. I would love to do a replay of that at some point, just because it's such a good game. The hunting in that game, from the customization, I don't know. It just feels like the best Far Cry. Maybe it was just the time in my life I was playing it, but Far Cry 3 is definitely my favorite of the Far Cry series. I do enjoy Far Cry 6. I think Far Cry 5 is probably my second favorite, and Far Cry 6 probably my third. But you know, I wanted to give this game another playthrough. Also, sorry for the lag right here, because as soon as we got into the tunnels, my game just started lagging like absolute hell. Anyways, if you guys do want to see any of the other Far Cries, let me know, because I do like the games as a whole. Yeah, sorry, I had to change my frame rate here. I do like the Far Cry series as a whole, so if you guys do have another one that you want to see, definitely let me know. But Far Cry 6, I wanted to play a little bit more of, really for no particular reason. It's just kind of one in my library, and I just remembered liking the game the first playthrough. So I was like, you know what, let's go for round 2. So like I said, I've got about 100 hours of experience already in this game. Just wanted to come back and revisit it in a different light. So I will be streaming this live as well on Twitch at blakeluvsu, so check me out there if you want to come out and hang out live for one of these sessions. And we're just going to be running through this little area over here. Again, it's not really that challenging, even though we're in the hardest mode, but I feel like this whole like entry sequence is really just to kind of get you like invested in the story, just tell you a little bit about what's going on, give you a little bit of backstory. You know, if you're not familiar with how the Far Cry worlds kind of work, because they all have like similar stories. But you know, Gus, I don't even remember, El Presidente, I guess we'll call him El Presidente. I don't remember what his actual last name is. But El Presidente here comes in, busts down the door, and he's like, hey man, I'm looking for my son, because he doesn't want his son basically escaping with the rebels that are trying to take him out as a president. So that's the whole conflict there. Anyways, we are just but one of the many. You know, we're one of the homies, one of the rebels, because his army shot our friend in the head. So we of course just found the closest rebel faction and just joined them. But then, you know, he talks to his old friend here after shooting one of our friends, and just lights up the entire boat. So this is where I get that the game has to kind of push you in some direction. It also took 2 minutes to load for the initial start of the game. I just want to point that out. But, you know, it has to push progression somehow. I don't know why they had to kill off this character, though. Because you already killed off the other friend for absolutely no reason. And then this girl, the one girl that actually has a connection to these rebels, just gets shot off the bat. So then I guess it's just on you to go talk to these rebels, which in any other case would probably get you shot. But she takes this magical flag and she's on her way. And so this is where the game, you know, actually starts, gets you into the mechanics of like scavenging and actually exploring the world for what it is, which is great, you know, but I think this could have started a little bit sooner. But, you know, it kind of pushes us forward. We get into a little bit of a fight here, you know, take these guys out. Again, it's on guerrilla mode, so I was expecting them to be a little bit more aware of their surroundings, to say the least. And they really just weren't. Like, it was a pretty easy run through, all things considered, with the enemies. The boar, this goddamn pig gave me more issues than any other person in this actual run through. I love the grappling in this game. It also took me a few minutes to figure out the mechanics. If you're playing the game for the first time, it's right trigger up, left trigger down, in case you were curious. See, this is what I'm saying. You would have gotten shot. But if that other girl had been with us, then she would have just like been like, "Oh, yo, like you guys know me," because like she already knew these people. So now here we are getting interrogated. It also introduces us to our first protagonist, Miss Clara, and then classic, steal the weapon. Again, she should have been shot. Like I was watching this cutscene the whole time, just thinking like, if you were Clara, I would be firing all my guards for not fucking shooting her in the face as soon as she upped the gun on me. But anyways, now it shows us the map. It kind of gives us some reference points as far as like where we are, what we're doing, what we're trying to do. Sets up the first mission. So our first official mission is going to be taking over the boats that are surrounding the island. So we're going to be able to actually infiltrate the island, hopefully. And first we have to find this old guy Juan. So Juan is like our first mission, essentially. And so we go on a little bit of an exploration here. Gotta accept the mission, of course. That's another thing that I like about the Far Cry series, is the way that you just get quests from people. It just feels right, you know. It's a very video game, if you know what I mean. Like you just, with a lot of the levels, it's very just intuitive as far as understanding like where to go and what to do, who to shoot, how to shoot them, all that stuff. I mean, it's very clear. That was also an awesome kill. But here we are with Juan, and it introduces Chapo. I think is his crocodile's name, Guapo. I don't know. I think it's Guapo. Maybe we'll see here in a second. There he is, Guapo. Yeah, Guapo. Okay, I knew it was one of the two. But anyways, I really like Juan as a character. If you guys have ever seen the show Burn Notice, he's kind of like the older guy in that show. Burn Notice is like apparently very niche. If you haven't seen Burn Notice, you know, you're probably part of the majority. But still, it's a great show. You should check it out. But here we got into our first firefight of the whole game, like first actual firefight, and it still wasn't really that much of a challenge. Like you have pretty good regen on health. Just, you know, loading into the game, and you know, we were able to take these guys out pretty easily. You know, you get pretty good bits of ammo, even though again with being in guerrilla mode it limits the ammo, so I'm assuming in the normal mode we probably wouldn't have run out of ammo for the AR, but nevertheless we were able to take care of them. You hear my brain just have a seizure right there. Take care of my mom. Anyways, we just played a little bit of follow the leader here with Juan until he pointed us at this little base that was like 5 feet away from where we just were. So I don't know why they weren't already running over there after hearing gunshots, but we took them out pretty easily. I just had to run and collect these parts. Again, it kind of introduces some of the game mechanics as far as like collecting care packages, different parts, different material goods and stuff like that. Then we follow Juan back to our base, because I don't know why he was just hanging out at the bar this whole time if he knows where the secret base is. You know, just it's like 100 feet off the road and over a bridge. Like, it's really not that hidden if you think about it. Like, if you live in that town, you probably know exactly what's going on up here. It's probably not that secret of a secret hideout. You know what I mean? But look at Juan. He's really working these calves, man. Like, with how many stairs they just went up. But again, we're back to another cutscene. I swear to God, half this video is cutscene, so, you know, I only halfway apologize. It's not really my fault entirely. But, you know, we were left on a good little quote there, and that's going to do it for today's video. So I appreciate you guys joining. If you enjoyed it, drop a little sub, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.